Was specifically, since she was a data scientist, she reviewed so much, and Facebook was serving people with more hatred, and when this is supposed to be not supposed to happen. They're seeing that the impact behind it, if they were to take that type of content off, the usership would not be as long, so they leave it on there specifically so that they can make money on Facebook ads.
Optimizing for content that gets engagement, a reaction. But its own research is showing that content that is hateful, that is divisive, that is polarizing, it's easier to inspire people to anger than it is to other emotions.
Colin.
Breaking news, Facebook and Instagram is down literally across the globe, which is insane. I've never seen it this down at this long of a period of time. This happens time to time, and it's like, hey, maybe it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes,
maybe not.
This is going on 6 hours now.
Yeah.
At this point when we're filming, I don't know when it's going to come back. And the timing relevance is insane with the whistleblower stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
so
crazy story out in 60 Minutes. You got to check it out.
Yeah, no, we watched the episode, and I don't want to get, it's not even political, but it's just the socio-economic standpoint of businesses that put literally profit over people, which is the opposite of what we believe in at Redline, which is people over profit.
Facebook has realized that if they change the algorithm to be safer, people will spend less time on the site, they'll click on less ads, they'll make less money. Facebook over and over again has shown it chooses profit over safety. It is subsidizing, it is paying for its profits with our safety. I'm hoping that this will have had a big enough impact on the world that they get the fortitude and the motivation to actually go put those regulations into place.
Honestly, I knew this shit was happening. It's just there wasn't a way to truly know. I'm not, data scientist leaks 10,000 plus documents out.
That no one can question that this is real.
She secretly copied tens of thousands of pages of Facebook internal research. She says evidence shows that the company is lying to the public about making significant progress against hate, violence, and misinformation.
Goes to the SEC, files a suit, and
has proof.
Has proof.
Yeah, able to make copies of everything.
What is the legal theory behind going to the SEC? What laws are you alleging have been broken?
As a publicly traded company, Facebook is required to not lie to its investors or even withhold material information. So the SEC regularly brings enforcement actions alleging that companies like Facebook and others are making material misstatements and omissions that affect investors adversely.
And it's designed specifically to control you to a certain extent. Even though we all have free will and everything, but to a certain extent, it is designed in a way to be able to control your habits. Like, how many times do you open your phone without even thinking about that you're opening your phone and go straight to Facebook? And
that's exactly what she was talking about, on 60 Minutes, was specifically, since she was a data scientist, she reviewed so much, and Facebook was serving people with more hatred, and when this is supposed to be, not supposed to happen. They're seeing that the impact behind it, if they were to take that type of content off, the usership would not be as long, so they leave it on there specifically so that they can make money on Facebook ads. And so instead of taking content off that literally should not be on there, they leave it on purpose for the simple fact that they're going to make more money, because hatred, the psychology behind that, makes you want to get more a part of it. Think about like the TV shows with animals and abuse. It kind of like, it's devastating, it's disgusting to see, and it makes you want to go and do something about it, whether that's making a donation to try to make an impact. It's the same concept with Facebook, weaponizing the way that we communicate.
I don't trust that they're willing to actually invest what needs to be invested to keep Facebook from being dangerous.
And showcasing specifically stuff where you can now be served more ads, and they can make more money off of viewership in the content side.
Right, like Facebook makes more money when you consume more content. People enjoy engaging with things that elicit an emotional reaction.
One of the first questions that came up to my mind right now as you're speaking this, you have 2 girls and a son. How do you feel about them using social media?
One of the Facebook internal studies that you found talks about how Instagram harms teenage girls.
Oh, yeah.
One study says 13.5% of teen girls say Instagram makes thoughts of suicide worse. 17% of teen girls say Instagram makes eating disorders worse.
And what's super tragic is Facebook's own research says, as these young women begin to consume this eating disorder content, they get more and more depressed, and it actually makes them use the app more. And so they end up in this feedback cycle where they hate their bodies more and more. Facebook's own research says it is not just that Instagram is dangerous for teenagers, that it harms teenagers. It's that it is distinctly worse than other forms of social media.
So, I mean, I'm concerned just because I know that if it's bad right now, and think about culture. Mm-hmm. The songs, they're getting 10 times worse.
10 times worse.
So much worse. Like the TV shows, the movies, they're just, culture has shifted.
Yeah.
And imagine how fast it's pivoted within 10 years. What's going to happen when they're teenagers? Like you've got teenagers now.
Yeah.
But like,
they're all teenagers. All my kids are teenagers right now. And I think what I was telling Susie, my wife Susie, is that we live in an influencer society now where your parents are not just your only influencers. Your friends at school are not the only people influencing you. It's like whoever has access to communicate to you. So we're being very conscious of the way we get to influence our own kids when we're with them. But, I'm with them, 2 hours a day tops, maybe an hour. So the rest of the day, I have no control over what they're listening to, what they're watching, what they're reading, who they're talking to. And it's dangerous because it's the younger you are in your adolescence, it's easier to get manipulated.
That's right.
So.
No, it's concerning, brother. I mean, like, honesty, like, it's, what do you do? I mean, it's not like
there's no solution.
You don't want to
everything.
harness it and just not allow. I mean, obviously, as a parent, there's restrictions. There's things that you can allow in your house and what you can't. But on a social platform that should be moderated, like even on this clip, Facebook was talking about they're not going to. They're creating another platform specifically for younger kids, and they've put a halt to it currently.
Facebook said just last week it would postpone plans to create an Instagram for younger children.
It's really interesting because you mentioning that and then hearing that in that 60 Minutes interview with them specifically saying, because they know.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing to kids.
They know exactly what they're doing. We no longer have control over our kids. The more we try to control them, the less we're actually going to be able to influence them. So we got to kind of be smarter, more strategic, be more conscious of the time that we do spend with them, our actions, our daily habits, the way we talk to them, the way we talk to others in front of them, what we listen to, what we watch.
Yeah.
Everything plays a role in you being able to have an influence on your kid. Because at the end of the day, you want to be the main influencer in your kid's life,
Yeah.
And if they can then compare you to what they're seeing online, you have some type of a chance. So,
and I know, it's so hard, because the influence, it's not just socially from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all these, but also like celebrities getting behind it and pulling in so many different obstacles that weren't there when I was growing up and when you were growing up, that it's going to be a challenge, man. It's hard to even think about or fathom what's going to happen in the next few years. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a new episode drops. Also, you can be on the show. If you go to invite.millionairecreator.com, you can apply. It's free, and you may have a chance to be on the show with me, Colin with Colin. Be sure to share this video, and if you do, we may reshare your post. Also, if you enjoy entrepreneurship just like I do, I would encourage you to go to our new website, millionairecreator.com. We have some incredible products from steel merchandise, canvas, apparel, and education courses, ebooks, and physical books. So guys, millionairecreator.com, check it out for yourself. I know you'll love it, especially for all of those entrepreneurs out there.
I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, quitting was never an option. Exhausted,